Yo, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this energy today is really taking on the effect of sort of rebirth energy. Okay, it is giving everything eclipse city. Okay, now I want to say a couple things about this because I feel like as a result there's a lot of maybe even confusion that's coming about. And anytime that there's confusion, it creates fog, it creates chaos, and then next thing you back doing shit that you was doing that you said you had gave up years ago, that you said you were no longer aligned with, that you said you were no longer interested in, that you wanted to move along from, the things that you prayed for 5-10 years ago, right? Think about it though, the term reborn, being birthed again, right? It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Because it's almost like clean slate energy, but better, right? You don't have to have anybody go hit a reset button, okay? And then, you know, you got to start everything from scratch. No, no. But that doesn't mean that there isn't a lot of shifting, a lot of changes, a lot of activations, okay, that might be weird as fuck to you, okay, as you sit in this liminal space. I was just talking, I think it was on Threads, about how many of you in this collective could feel like you are in a spiritual waiting room right now, okay? And you feel like, for some of y'all, you've been in there for a minute, okay? So much so that you're realizing that your rebirth is here, but you're kind of confused as to what to do about that. All right, because it's almost like you're double dutching. Okay, one foot into the new timeline, one foot in that old timeline, right? So let me just give you a couple pointers, collective, about what to do in this liminal space, right? First things first, increase your daily spiritual practices. Whatever that looks like for you, increase it. Okay? You're going to need that protection. You're going to need that energy clean. Period. That's just the reality of the situation of this thing called life. Okay? Secondly, you're going to feel a lot. All right? Because you are making room for all the things that you once prayed for, the things that you wanted to manifest, okay? The breakthrough that you've needed for so long is here, right? But it's not aligned in the sense of how you thought it would come, like, oh, all the riches, all the luxury, give them to me now, right? When I need it most. No, divine timing's at play. So while you in the waiting room, make it make sense for you. I would encourage you to get all the rest that you possibly can, okay? Whatever that looks like. Put them extra hours down. Put anything extra that's going to cause you, okay, to be mentally, physically, or spiritually inept. That's going to cause you to pour and pour and pour, right? You need rest right now because your physical body is trying to encompass or embody all these activations, all these ascensions, all these changes, okay? And it is a lot. And your physical body is taking a beating, okay? You're tired. Many of you guys have been restless. You haven't been sleeping well, okay? You've been waking up odd hours of the early morning, okay? Some of y'all are aware you've been fighting, okay, in spiritual warfare, all right? You've graduated. You don't even know what to do now. It's like, okay, so what? Is this the quiet before the storm? No, it's not, Blue. This is not the quiet before the storm. Okay? This is like that period in between the storm and the rainbow, right? Like you're driving along and you just thank the divine, okay, for carrying you through the storm, and then you see a rainbow. And it's confirmation that you can reclaim your hope. You can redeem your faith, right? Make sure you are treating yourself well on all accounts, okay? And just things that are going to serve you, that are going to benefit, not take away from your vessel, from your mind, okay? Don't allow anybody else to project, okay, their limitations, their doubts, their fears onto you, right? If you need this time to isolate yourself and separate yourself because you're feeling a little vulnerable, there is nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to tell you something. Come here, come closer. That you need to understand about isolating yourself when you need you, okay? You ain't got to ask a motherfucker for their goddamn approval. If you need to... Ooh, confirmation, Bert. If you need to dip off, okay, so you can be of sound mind, body, and spirit, you dip off. You don't have to ask nobody for no permission. Now, of course, we all have responsibilities. We have things that we're accountable for, people that we are providing for, etc., 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 okay? So take this as it resonates and use your discernment, okay? Be smart about things. But sometimes you're going to need to take that 15 minutes that people know that you get on the phone and you start calling and, you know, hey, girl, hey, what's up, my guy, whatever. You may need them 15 minutes for yourself now. You might not be able to get that to nobody. And you might not be able to explain that away to nobody because you don't have to. 5:55 on my timer as I say this. The changes are happening now. That's why everything feels so strange. Not to mention the fact that we are in betweenst. Okay, some cosmic shit that you ain't gonna see for another not in this lifetime. Let's just say that. Okay? Drink your water, okay? Observe, don't absorb. Unless there is a mandated deadline, you do not have to push yourself to get shit done in this particular setting. Because sometimes when you rush and you don't check and balance what you've put your energy into, you miss shit, right? Yep. This is the time while you are in this rebirth energy to look at your entire life. I'm talking every little incy-wincy decision that you make, every choice that is made available to you. Look at all of them and determine in this new timeline, in this new era that you pray for, what the fuck do you really, 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 really want, collective? And everything else, I'm going to need you to take your attention off of it. See, it's easy to find yourself manifesting the very thing that you don't want in this spacing because your mind, okay, them feelings start to come in. You get a little bored, you feel a little stagnant, you feel like you're stuck, and you start thinking back to times where you didn't feel maybe as stagnant, stuck, or bored, and you start inviting those very things that you pushed and worked so motherfucking hard with your spirit team to get out of your life. Don't do it to yourself. Don't be that clusterfuck. They got to take all these steps forward. Now you then move forward, okay? You in this energy where your spirit team is recognizing that you are no longer that person that you were a month ago, 2 weeks ago, last week. For some of y'all, you realize you shifted this morning. Take that as it resonates. And as a result, you know you're not the same and you ain't gonna never be the same. Hold on to that because it will motivate you to focus on the things that you desire, not what you don't desire, okay? Trust your intuition. It is what got you to this placing that you're in now. Remain grateful and thankful for all that you have, okay? And all that your spirit team will provide for you moving forward. And trust yourself. Keep coming home to yourself. Because very soon, you're going to look up and it's going to make all the motherfucking sense in the world, yo. It's going to make all the goddamn sense in the world. So don't feel bad if you want to lay down instead of going outside. If you want to take a couple days, okay, to just think. If you need to get rid of the background noise, that is your divine right to do so. I love you guys. Just stay the course. Trust the process. And most importantly, choose yourself. It's sometimes the most quiet moments that we don't even realize things are moving that they in warp speed, okay? We are in a fire sign season right now, in a fire horse year.